Hello everyone and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Last episode we started our journey by robbing some folks and exploring the world. We also found a spot for our Shire Shack over there. We even dabbled in a little bit of magic. And today I'd like to get some form of power started and dive a little bit further into the Ars mod. Because I have some ideas that will make life so much easier. But before we start on all that, I want to get some building blocks stored up while we work on the power situation. Because next episode, we're going to be moving out of our small shire, which it's really pretty. It's just a little small for what we're about to be doing. And we're going to need a ton of materials before starting. And I have a couple of ways we can go about getting those materials without having to mine for everything and chop trees down. Oh, and before I forget, I did do a little bit of mining off camera. As you can see, I've got a diamond pick now. It's almost broken. And I actually filled up a chest here with tons of iron, some osmium, some diamond, some emerald. So we did a little bit off camera. And I also raided a village and stole pretty much all the parts of their house, because we're going to need that as well for building, and some lanterns also. So it's going to be super helpful. So here we are at a location for our new base, which we're not building today. Remember, that's going to be next episode. And I'm kind of torn. I need your guys' help on this one. So I'm wanting to build a mountain base that's kind of modular. So it'd have like, maybe some like a pod here with a window built into the side of the mountain. Maybe we'll have like some towers coming out of the mountain and whatnot. I'm really torn because this mountain's pretty big. It looks like a really good spot. Also, look at all these flowers and these trees. Looks great. I also noticed this, which I actually haven't explored just yet. So we'll need to check that out too. But we have an Ars tower that has kind of placed itself right up top of this one. I think that'd play along really well with like the build idea that I have. Like covering up this ugliness and kind of just building down. Anyways, we'll get to that. But let me know in the comments, you think mountain with tower or bigger mountain? Where should we build next episode? But for right now, today, what we're going to do is we're going to get some blocks generating for next episode. And the way we're going to be doing that is by generating some blocks with a few mods. So let's check this out. We've got these extractors, which are pretty easy to make. It's just 4 aluminum, piston, pointed drip, and these fluid ports, which are a couple gold nuggets and a chest. So not bad. But these, if you right click the recipe in JEI and then click the little image of it, you can actually see all of the possible recipes, at least almost all, that you can actually, blocks you can generate with these. So it's super duper helpful. Oh wow. Even generate dragon eggs. That's pretty sweet. But yeah, like for example, let's go to cobblestone. Typical cobblestone generator, except for you put lava, water, cobblestone, and then extractor on top. And that'll just endlessly generate without a power supply. And we'll just get tons of cobble. And another method we can use is these block generators up here. I want to say, yeah, same thing. Right click these. This will show you the possible recipes, which is only about 4. One of them is actually obsidian, which is going to be super helpful once we dive into the Mekanism mod and whatnot. And you can actually generate just regular stone. I'll kind of show these off a little bit as well. They're actually way faster than extractors. We'll probably go for these as far as the stone and obsidian method. And I've actually already gathered and crafted everything we're going to be needing. That'll make it a little bit easier. And I'd like to set it up kind of in between. And the reason we're setting it up here and not at the Shire is just so we don't have to go back and forth for materials. So we'll put it halfway since we don't know which mountain we're going for yet. This will be a great spot right here. And we'll start with our extractors. We're actually going to generate some dripstone or pointed drip first. So what we're going to do is we're going to stack up. Whoa, big jumps. Forgot about that. About that high. We'll throw 1, 2, 3, 4, and close them up just like that so that we can waterlog this here. Then we're going to replace this block with some dripstone. Whoa. There we go. And get rid of this. And we will throw our extractor underneath, and you can see it's lighting up, which means it's generating. And if we throw one of these drawers here, this will actually just start to generate just like that. So it's super easy. And the reason we actually need this pointed drip is just so we can actually make more of these extractors later on. And the next thing we're going to set up is actually Kiwi, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but another material needed to craft extractors. So we're going to place Kiwi block right here. And then we're going to put lava on this side and water on this side. Throw an extractor on, it's generating, and then we throw on our drawer. This will go quite a bit faster. And these can actually hold up to 2K starting out on these drawers. You can actually upgrade them with storage upgrades. So pretty sweet. So we have those generating, which is great. Now we can generate some cobblestone pretty easily. Same thing as this, you just throw cobble underneath. But a faster way we can go about that is by using these block generators. I have the emerald tier, super easy to craft. If you raid a village, you'll have this. So not bad, and it's so much faster than generating with the extractor. So if we throw our lava down and our water on this side, we do not have water, so get some. Oh yeah, and one of the relics I found in between this episode and last episode is this helium flamingo, which is pretty cool. It kind of gives us a little bit of flight. So if I double jump and use my camera to look, I can kind of glide for a few seconds before I go down. What's really nice is, let's say I do a big jump off a cliff. It hurts. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. So if like I'm falling off a cliff or something, I can activate that and just glide to the ground. No matter how high I am, this won't drop me until I hit the ground. So super helpful. Anyways, back to the cobblestone. We'll throw that there. And instead of... Oh, you know what? I'm doing this wrong. One sec. Here we go. With these, you actually want to put the block one step down so that the water and lava can run into this. Just like that. And as you can see, it's generating the cobble there. We throw our drawer on. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. Already 128, 160. This is just now 146, which is just about as fast as the cobble would generate. So way, way, way faster. Can actually do the same thing for our stone as well. So if we get some regular old stone here, throw it down there. And we put our generator here. Destroy that. That is now messed up. Oh, it has to be a flowing water source. It can't be a source block. Forgot about that. There we go. As you can see, it's just, it takes a sec. Great. Okay, yeah, now this one's going to, it's a little bit slower, but still faster than the other method. And then the last one we're going to do is actually for obsidian, which is a little bit different than those two. This one actually requires flowing lava as well, kind of how I have this one set up, but it's not necessary for stone. What we can actually, oh no, fire. What we can actually do is just kind of make a little flowing path like that, and we'll just throw our generator down here. I am once again out of water. So I forgot to put obsidian underneath. Very important. So whatever you're trying to generate with these ones has to be underneath the generator. There we go. Let's throw that there. Put that on top. Let that loose. And Perfect. Okay. I keep farting. Cool. Yeah, now we're generating some obsidian, and that's actually pretty fast. It does take a little bit longer than these two just because lava doesn't flow as fast after it sucks it in. But hey, not bad. I'll take it. It's better than having to mine it myself. That's pretty much the basics of block generating. And there's tons more you can do. Like I said, right click in the JEI, you can see all the recipes for yourself there. Now we have another problem to solve. And that is going to be our power situation. So let's go to the Shire. Perfect. So we have our blocks generating at the other place. And I did force load that chunk. So that'll continue to produce while we're away. And now we can get started with the Mekanism mod. So this will be a very temporary form of power because there is a lot of power mods I'd like to explore. So if you have any recommendations for the next base, let me know in the comments and we'll get that one set up. Which we may end up just using Mekanism again because it is so easy to get into. For example, our first forms of power are going to be this heat generator, which is super easy to craft. We got 1 osmium and 3 iron. Now, osmium does require a diamond pick to mine. Keep that in mind. All right, so let's craft this heat generator. There we go. And now, wow, that looks so cool. What we can do with this is, let me grab some coal. Guys, can you get out of here? We can just take this, and we'll take this one. We can take a couple stacks of coal here, even some lava, and you can see it'll fill up with lava. This side will start generating power as it sucks the lava out. And wow, that's actually doing pretty good. A full stack of coal will get you filled up and then some. Pretty sweet. Now we have this, we don't really have anywhere to store this power. I mean, it is kind of locked in here, but we need to transfer it to all the other machines we'll be using later on. So we're going to make some of these universal cables out of steel. There's a couple of methods for getting steel. You can either go the Mekanism way, which is a little bit harder, but we're going to have to do it anyways. Or we could use the all the ores method with this hammer, which is pretty easy. You just need a little bit of iron. Let me craft a couple iron blocks here. Perfect. And then we'll put these just like that. Throw our sticks down the middle. We have this hammer. And with this hammer, we can actually take some of our unsmelted iron here and some coal. We can actually put our hammer in with some of this unsmelted iron. It'll actually double our iron that we'll get out of this instead of just smelting it as ore. We can actually double that, which it does use durability. We have now 2 stacks of iron out of that 1 stack that it would have been. What we need to do is take this like that, coal, and some iron dust, and that'll make steel dust. And once we smelt this steel dust, that will turn into regular steel ingots, except for we'll get double out of that. And since we now have this connected to power, we can go in here to our infuser. You can see I already have some redstone dust in there, but we'll throw the redstone in on the left side and this bar will fill up. And on the red box, we can throw in some copper. And that's going to generate something very essential. And that's this infused alloy. And we're going to need those to make our energy tablet, which is used to make this energy cube. And the energy cube basically takes the power from here or any other generator that we have and stores it up for us. And there's different tiers to that, so you can store even more power, which we'll kind of go over in later episodes. But for right now, this is perfect. So we got some basic machines set up, and we got some infused alloy cooking. I do want to get a windmill this episode. That way we can just kind of take all this over to the new base and get that ready once we move in. And I'd say that's enough infused alloy for now. And now we can actually throw in some osmium as well. And this will give us some basic control circuits here. Very nice. We got a quest done. And with these basic control circuits, what I'm going to be using them for is actually for this basic smelting factory. They're used for a ton of other things throughout the mod pack. But first we have to make an energized smelter. But basically what this smelting factory does is it's a furnace, but you can have multiple furnaces going in one machine. Now we're not going to get much use out of that. We may not even get to that this episode. That might be something we set up at the new base next episode. Awesome. So now we can make a couple of these energy tablets, which we'll go ahead and make 4 for now. Take all that out. And what we can do with that is we can make our first generator. And we may even make 2 of those as well. Awesome. Okay, so now we have 2 wind generators, which should be more than plenty for this base. And we'll expand on that as we move into the new place and kind of figure out some new energy methods. But that's pretty much the very, very, very basics of Mekanism. Really, really cool mod. Very easy to get started in. Just a matter of knowing where to start. And then it kind of guides you from there. You know what? I do want to place these down just to kind of see what we're working with here. Oh yeah, look at that. You can see it's starting to generate some pretty quickly. I mean, it's passive, so I don't have to actually put in my own coal. That's not bad. If we have 2 of these bad boys running, yeah, not bad. Now, the higher up that you place these windmills, they'll actually generate more power. Well, excuse me, not more power, but power faster. But I mean, hey, right now I'm cool with it. That's more than this was giving us off of, you know, a stack of coal that burned out pretty quickly. Awesome. We have power. We have blocks generating at the other base. And now for the fun part, storage. Our storage situation currently is, it's a big fat mess. Yeah. So what we are going to do to solve that is we're actually going to use a little bit of magic. And by magic, I of course mean Ars. And Ars is actually one of the better storage solutions I've seen for early game, because it doesn't require you to go to the nether at all, unlike Applied Energistics does. You get started with everything. So actually start it fairly easily while we're doing necessary things for Ars for the future. Okay, and first of all, before we start crafting things for the storage system in Ars, we're actually going to need quite a few of these source gems. So if you're not like me and you didn't get lucky getting these from chest, I've got the solution here for you. So that is going to be an imbuement chamber, and very easy to craft. You just need archwood planks, which are the colorful Ars trees you see, and some gold. So very easy. Let's go ahead and craft some of that. We'll craft us the imbuement chamber, and this is basically going to be used to get some more source before we get started with everything else here. So, oh, and real quick, I did build a little area for us to kind of do all this magical stuff in. I'm going to just throw this on this side. We'll use this side in just a sec. And now we have our imbuement chamber, which if we throw some amethyst or some lapis in, it'll actually convert that to source gems. And you can see it says if we add source nearby, it'll increase the speed. Because you can only process one of these at a time, at least at the current moment. So speeding this up would be very handy. So let me see if we can do that. We make a source gem block. If we just throw that underneath here, is that going to speed things up? Actually, not sure. It doesn't look much faster. I'm actually unsure of how to speed that up. So if you guys know, let me know in the comments. I'm not entirely sure what it means by source. I would figure it'd be source gems or source blocks, but anyways, yeah, that's how you'll get some source if you didn't loot it from any of those Ars structures in the beginning. So very, very nice. It'd be nice if it was a little bit faster, but hey. Yeah, now that we have that cooking up, we can go to sleep because it's becoming nighttime. Yes. New dawn, new day. Time for some magic. So, we've got our imbuing. Is that the word? And we have some source gems built up. You can go on to craft the enchanting apparatus, which actually doesn't require any source gems. So we'll get that crafted. And then the other thing we'll need is this arcane core here to power that. Yes, we'll need 1 apparatus, 1 arcane core, and actually 4 of these arcane pedestals. So you need about 5 source gems altogether. So we get this one, we should be good. I'm going to get those crafted real quick. Awesome, we got our arcane core, and that will go into the ground. And then we'll place our apparatus on top. So now that is powered. We'll take these pedestals and just place them around like this. And this will basically serve as our crafting interface here. And one of the first things we're going to need is a Dominion wand, which is relatively easy. It is 2 gems, a stick, and gold. Do I have all that? It looks like it. We'll take our source gems and we'll throw them here and here. And we'll take some gold and place it here, I believe. And then a stick in the middle. And boom, here we go. Oh, that is so nice. Nice, okay. Now we have ourselves a Dominion wand. That is so cool, I love that. And the Dominion wand here will be super important for what we're about to do, because it kind of, as you see at the bottom when I right click, it'll say position set. That's going to be important here in just a sec. Now that we have all of that out of the way, we can actually go ahead and make ourselves a ritual brazier, which is a little bit more expensive. So you need 4 source gems for this one, and actually 5 because you have to have another pedestal. All right, so we'll grab our pedestal, our brazier. We'll just set this right here in this corner for now. And basically we need to perform a ritual, but what we need in order to complete that ritual is this Tablet of Awakening, which is also expensive in the source department, about 4. Then we need 4 different types of the Archwood saplings. We need the red, blue, purple, and green, and a flourishing green log. So let's go grab a couple of those. And we need a couple other things as well before we get started with that ritual. All right, epic. I am back from my travels finally, and I've got everything we've needed. So I've got us the purple, red, green, and blue saplings. I've also got an ink sac and a feather because we're going to need a book and a quill for the ritual we're going to be performing. We'll get to that in just a sec. When I was out, I found this relic, which actually doesn't equip to a bauble slot, oddly enough. This one you just hold in your hand. So it's an umbrella, and if I jump from any height, I don't take any fall damage. Yeah, this umbrella paired with our bouncy shoes and the gliding ability is pretty OP. I like that. It'll be nice until we get a jetpack. Right, so now that we have everything we need for our Tablet of Awakening, we'll go ahead and craft that. It says awaiting activation now. We don't want to do that until we put our book and quill in there. Don't want to sign it. And now if we right click again, sweet. It's going to spit out this bookworm charm, and that is so cool. And this we'll get to in just a sec, but that's going to be super helpful after we make our storage lectern inside of our enchanting apparatus. Very easy. We just need a few chests and a lectern. All things you can get from a village. So let's go grab all that stuff. All right, and we're just going to put them in here just like this. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sweet. Now that that's in there, we put our lectern in the middle. Get another cool animation. Sweet, and now we have the brains of the entire operation, the storage lectern. And let's put this, where's a good spot for this? We'll just put it right here for now. And now what we're going to do is we're going to right click this with our bookworm charm. And now we have a little bookworm. And what he's going to do after we connect him using our Dominion wand is he's going to grab stuff out of our chests and sort them for us so that we can easily search for them and find them. So if we go ahead and I think it's right click. Nope. You shift right click your chest. Then you come over here and don't shift, just right click. And that's going to add that inventory. We'll do it again with the next chest. And you can see it says 2 inventories connected there. And for each bookworm that you have, I believe they can handle 8 inventories. So if you need more than that, yeah, look at him. He's going after it. Look at him go. Let's get these other ones connected. But if you end up needing more than just 8 inventories, you can always just do that ritual again with the tablet and you'll get more. Awesome. So now I have all of my inventories connected. And if I right click in here, you can see I've got every single thing in those chests at my disposal. I can search for, let's say, source gems right there. Just super duper handy. I know you might be thinking, why are we setting this up here if we're about to move? Well, something cool we can do is we can just convert this Shire into just kind of our storage facility, at least for the time being. And if we grab this warp index, which isn't too difficult to make, it does require a trip to the Nether, which we'll be doing very soon now that we have some obsidian on our hands. But once we have that, we can access this inventory from anywhere in the overworld. So even at our other base, we can pull that straight up and search for anything, even if we're thousands of blocks away from here. And I plan on adding more bookworms, more chests. We'll get this place built up. I think this will be our semi-permanent storage system for right now until we get more into applied energistics. I just think that's so cool and so easy early game. And man, look at us. We've got some power now. We got some magical storage and a little makeshift magic shack in a tree. Yeah, I'm happy with where we're at now. You know, we got things are starting to move. We're on episode 2. And don't forget to leave me a comment telling me which mountain you think I should do. I still have yet to explore that place. So we'll do that next episode. Because someone in the comments of the last video told me we can potentially get some Ars gear out of those. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, let me know. Big mountain or Tower Mountain. Anyways, that's it for me for this time. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and have a great day.